Welcome back, everyone. Today, we are reviewing the Orient CFH01001W. It is a ridiculously complicated name. Yes, I guess Orient and Citizen kind of have the same formula for naming their watches. Despite the name, though, this watch looks phenomenal. It isn't a brand new watch. It was released at around 2009 or early 2010. I have to say, this is a very attractive dress watch. Let me just talk about a brief history of the Orient Watch Company here, because I myself am not familiar with them deeply as I am with Seiko. Let's discover it right now. So, Orient Watch Company is a Japanese watch manufacturer, which dates back to 1901 when the owner, Shogoro Yoshida, opened Yoshida Watch Shop in Ueno, Taito, Tokyo, Japan. They mostly make gold wristwatch cases, and they also manufacture table clocks. In 1951, the company changed their name to Orient Watch. The same year they debuted the Orient Star, which is their luxury line, which looking at right now is very impressive. Fast forward to now, and we have this in front of us. This watch belongs to the Power Reserve line of Orient watches. I'm actually impressed in seeing a Power Reserve on a watch at this price range of $425. Well, that was the price range when it was released. Pretty crazy considering it has an open heart there, when you can see that beautiful balance wheel doing its job and that pallet fork going back and forth. It is a thing that I have first noticed, and I believe is the selling point of Orient watches. This is a used watch. As you can see on this dial, it shows quite a small amount of smudge on the dial right there. I barely notice it since the dial looks extraordinary. Somehow has a slight ivory look to it. It also has a texture of like small diamonds right there. The watch has a wrist-friendly case size of 38 millimeters, which you've seen on the B-rolls I've shown you wears phenomenally. I forgot to mention, there's also a black dial one, which has the same name or model number, but the last letter is labeled B instead of W. As you may have guessed already, B is for black dial, and the W is for the white dial. This dial also has a lume on the hands, except the sub-second hand right there. And it also has on the end of that side of the triangle, on the hour markers. It's actually a nice touch considering most dress watches don't have lume at all. The watch doesn't have a hacking second hand function, so meaning when I pull out the crown doesn't stop. Also doesn't have a winding, you can't manual wind it, anything. It doesn't have a date complication, but I can forgive it considering it has a power reserve, which is up to 40 hours right there. It also has a transparent case back, which is fun to look at. As you can see there. It is rated at 50 meters of water resistance, and I think it's not bad for a watch that's good looking. The bracelet to me looks fine. It feels typical, not really out of this world. And I don't know, I just find this kind of weird for a dress watch. Looks like more for a Seiko Monster bracelet. I believe I could say that this watch was released during the time of the Seiko Sarbs. Maybe that's why they were overlooked, because of how good the Seiko Sarbs were, with the dial shocks text on the dial. This is a different take from Orient, and I'm starting to love this watch brand. Even their dive watches look amazing too. This watch is simple, yet it can make you feel special. You can dress it up or down, or wear it casually. It looks complicated, but it's not too overdone that you can still appreciate every aspect of the watch. I've seen quite a few modern Orient watches, and I can say that this watch brand is quality. Even in their ever-famous Bambino watches, I believe that's their entry level, they offer a friendly price with excellent quality. That's all for today. I'm glad to be able to share with you another watch besides the Seiko. Maybe next week we'll go Seiko again. Anyway, as always, I'll see you soon. Stay safe.